Abuja. Let's go to Abuja. The Nigeria Basketball Federation just recently concluded their annual general meeting. It was an opportunity for the basketball stakeholders, as they call them, to discuss and plan for the future of the game. And they were able to bring all the who is who in Nigerian sports together and to deliberate on the future of basketball in Nigeria. And I remember we spoke about this a few days ago, that this is a crucial year for basketball. The Afro Basketball Championship will be happening for the men and for the women. And you can see the quality of persons at that event. Ibrahim Galadima, former sports minister, Sani Danusa, NOC President Abu Gumel, and the chairman, House Committee on Sports, Honorable Goni. A lot of people, of course, the media, not left out of all of that. But instructive for me is the plan of the Nigeria Basketball Federation to seal a deal worth $12 million over 5 years. Let's listen to the president of the NBBF, Tijani Umar, and of course the chairman of the House Committee of Sports, speak on this, and they will be back with more on Sports Tonight.
Averagely, every year in the 5 years deal, we are going to receive about 2.1 to 2.2 million US dollars. And we are going to receive the first tranche almost immediately. So we are going to have a lot of money at the beginning of this year to do basketball.
Which
we are not going to give you all the details because, like the marketer told you, there's a non-disclosure thing because we are finalizing all those finer details in the agreement. They have sent the agreement, we have read, our lawyers, our marketers have read, and we have raised some issues because it's watertight. Because if they give you that kind of money, you also have to raise your game. As soon as, we kickstart the local programs, because in March, we're going to have the local programs, kickstarted. That's always the first thing we do, so that the leagues are stable. And of course, the leagues are going to be on a higher level this year with this kind of...
Of course, you heard the voice of the president of the Nigeria Basketball Federation. We want to listen to the chairman of the House Committee on Sports as well. He had a few things to say about not just basketball, but the role that the National Assembly will play this year in helping funds to be readily available for the different federations. We'll listen to him, and then we'll be back with more on Sports Tonight.
And women.
We have a very big problem in this respect. That's why, as a committee, when we came on board, we invited all the federations to give them their budget independently. Unfortunately, this never implemented by the ministry. And I can assure you this time around, we put all our eye on this 2017 budget to see that all money budgeted for the federation must be released to the federations.
All right, so that's it. Talking about the NBBF, and of course, you had the Honorable Chairman of the House Committee on Sports also speaking there. All right, guys, let me just read this very quickly. This is coming from the Directors of Sports Forum. Directors of Sports Forum have condoled with the family of Nigeria Sports Minister Barrister Solomon Dalong over the demise of his wife. The chairman of the forum, Tunde Kazeem, who is also the Kwara State Director of Sports, said that the body received the news of the death of Mrs. Dalong as a rude shock. All right, so messages of condolence have been coming the way of Sports Minister Barrister Solomon Dalong. Kazeem says the vacuum left by Mrs. Dalong will be difficult to fill, and he prayed God to grant the Sports Minister the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. All right, so that's the message from Directors of Sports all across the Federation. Message of condolence for Honorable Sports Minister Solomon Dalong. Guys, let me come to you very quickly. For basketball, what can you say? This is the first time that I can remember that we're having such a huge amount of funds coming into basketball from the private sector, not from government this time. And as Tijani Omar, the president, said, they have to up their game if they want to keep getting this kind of funds and if they want it to continue.
So yeah, I think the federation has always been a pace setter. You remember last year, they prepared well for almost all their tournaments. They went on training tour. They played a couple of top quality friendly games. And you see, like you said, when the visuals were on, almost all the stakeholders were in that meeting. What it shows is that they are united. And when you have the best brains coming together, to add their own quota, the result is what you're going to get, because everybody is going to, see it as a family affair. They'll contribute. Nobody's ostracized. Nobody's sidelined. And at the end of the day, you get the best for the federation. And that's what has happened. I mean, getting that staggering amount is no mean feat. And what it means is that the federation will get better. Players will be, better prepared for tournaments, and they will be, better motivated. So I think other federations should begin to, borrow a leaf from what NBBF is doing, and stop running to the ministry, cap in hand for money all the time. Yes, we listened to the lawmaker saying that every money that will be budgeted for all the federations should be released, but they should also work extra hard, to augment whatever they get. And we'll also hope that the ministry will also, release whatever is due to the federation, so that all these issues of a lack of funds, not being able to prepare for tournaments very properly, will come to an end.
All right, so that's it, and we'll keep employing other federations to begin to look this way, really, because you can't always depend on government all the time to provide those funds. You have to also be able to be proactive and do something for yourself.